My name is Jake Down, and we're here at Apollonia, currently the head of bars for Hinchcliff House. But this is a Sicilian drinking den based off the film The Godfather. I don't want to spoil it, but Apollonia doesn't make it. Great documentary though. Great documentary. But yeah, it was amazing. Like, it was good to have a lot of, my friends of the industry there. And, I'd worked quite hard on this one and, done my spiel 1,000 times. And it just felt really good. I would recommend it. The whole criteria was saw this, made this, and I made a drink based off the Sydney Opera House, utilising sound and making a drink through the lens of sound. And that was kind of my whole idea, using sound to build out a drink. And then on the day I presented, I think fairly well. There were some bad jokes in there, which is part of my wheelhouse. I think that's just, I would have done the same terrible chat at the bar. Like I would make those same jokes and do the same thing. So I thought, be myself, and I was proud of the drink. So that was half the battle, I've used petrichor a couple of times, originally from Scout in London with the infamous Matt Whiley. Yeah, and I'd done a drink using petrichor, and it's very transportative. Like, it's very bold, but yeah, it can take you to a rugby match or like that summer rain, and yeah, I think it's a super immense and amazing product. Controlling the nerves, I don't know. I didn't really feel too nervous prior, but then once the competitor before me, Marty, had gone up, then it really started to set in. And I was like, okay, be myself, do my spill one last time, feel strong on that, and then just leave it. So yeah, controlling the nerves, that just came with, I was feeling really confident. It sounds arrogant, but I was feeling good. I was having fun and yeah, a certain feeling of I'm confident in what I've done. Just go with that, don't feel like I've missed anything or I've fallen short or I've not done a certain thing, because I've done everything I could. If I didn't win, then I felt good about it. It's the mentorship and the leadership of some really phenomenal people. I'm incredibly lucky that I worked with Luke Ashton and Charlie Ainsbury. Their work ethic and the way they thought about drinks and the way they thought about service. We were this bar that was in a very weird location, but the drink offering was unreal. We thought about flavor pairings, certain drinks, we're a spritz bar, but they taught me so much. That was my real first, I'd done some work in some other bars, but that was the real eye opener for me. And thinking about this is how we work, this is how we make drinks, this is why we do things a certain way. Why do we grate the whole coffee bean, not just half the coffee bean? Or why do we pour the glass a certain way? I would swear at Luke in my sleep. But I owe him so much, and Charlie as well. You could say, oh, Charlie, someone wants a riff on a tuxedo number 9. Does his thing and comes up with weird, Belafonte or something. And then, yeah, Matt Whiley, again, when I got the opportunity to go over, it was unreal. And I was, I had a bit of an imposter syndrome, but then, moved into my own and felt confident and learned more technique heavy, stylistically, technically, and, how to build out drinks and how to work with flavors in a different way. I think that lended to the Australian style of this casual service, mateship, but we're really trying to achieve something great. The drinks were challenging, but in a very approachable way. We kept the aesthetic very minimal, and you weren't if someone had a question about how you did something, it wasn't no, you don't need, we can't tell you that, you don't need that. Very open and very willing to teach people about this is how this happened, this is how this got to this point. But yeah, Scout was eclectic and boundary pushing, and I think it set the tone for a lot of bars after that and during that period. But then COVID happened, and yeah, I was I don't really want to stay in London. So I got approached by Matt. I'd come back from Sydney. I was doing some stuff with my lovely friend James Irvine. And then I got approached by Matt to say, hey, look, we want to open this bar. Do you want to be a part of it? And I was like, 100%. We've got some great history and I really appreciate him as a friend and a mentor. And yeah, we had an amazing team. And we still do, or they still do, sorry. We had Evan Stovetop. We had Strove McManus, I don't know. Evan Strove McManus. And he, great. And then we had a really good team, great drinks, and we're slowly building this energy and everyone's there. And, then the second COVID happened. So we had to pivot into bottle shop sales, and that went quite well for us. We did quite well. And pivoting into another business model is not easy. And then, Re is sustainability focused, concept focused, and they still go for that, that casual Australian service style, and they're doing great things. But yeah, I think I've done my time there, and now we're here. So Apollonia is a busy, high volume, fun bar. It doesn't try to be anything else. We just try to offer good drinks, some great food coming from Grana. We're late night, engaging service, but not overbearing, jovial, but still professional. And then, now I'm in a position where I'm looking after the drinks offering, drinks programs across the building. Yeah, so going from that independent single bar aspect, it's now just more training, giving people, this is how I've messed up, don't do that. This is what I see has worked. Give knowledge to the next generation, I suppose, training new team members, keeping them engaged, giving them ample opportunity to be creative. So yeah, it's more of a guidance, it's more teaching, and I really enjoy it. I really enjoy teaching and showing people what I've learned and giving them that opportunity. I try and emulate Luke, Charlie, and Matt through those teachings, because teachings, I'm not a guru or a mentor or something. But yeah, I try and teach them what I learned from my successes and the people that helped me.